Welcome to the Shuckin Shack Franchise Opportunity webinar. We're extremely happy to be talking to you today. We'll cover a fair bit of ground. I'll move through this quickly as I know your time is valuable. Please feel free to call me or send me your questions via email. Today's objectives are to provide information about our company and staff. We'll illustrate the many benefits of purchasing a Shuckin Shack. We'll demonstrate the many ways we help prepare you for success. We want you to have a better understanding of who we are, the commitment level we have for your success, and through these steps, gain your trust in our concept and company. This is ultimately your decision, and we want you to make that decision with eyes wide open and trust in our team. First, I want to introduce myself. That's me, the guy in the picture having a good time at the Shuckin Shack in Wilmington, North Carolina. My name is Mario Pikkinen. My phone number is 910-200-3438. Later on the presentation, I'll provide my email for your questions. We're very excited to share with you a bit of history of the Shuckin Shack Oyster Bar restaurant concept. The first location was opened in 2007 in Carolina Beach almost 10 years ago. We have experienced nothing but success since that opening. The concept was quickly accepted and gained popularity from the start. That was a clue. The first location at 1,000 square feet is a small location, and as a result of it, the restaurant is full of vacationers all summer long and local residents the rest of the year. It's not unusual to hear comments from people on the street wondering what the fuss and good times was all about. They waited to get in and made plans to come back. We're experiencing a very high customer return percentage at our restaurants. 5 years later, we opened a second location in Wilmington, North Carolina, again with great success. You see, Shuckin Shack restaurants don't just serve good seafood. They're a great seafood restaurant and a good sports bar. Matt Pikkinen and Sean Cook are the founders of Shuckin Shack Concept. The concept resulted in an award, the UNCW Entrepreneur of the Year. Matt, the shorter one in the picture, and the franchise management team are a very knowledgeable group and have developed extensive operating procedures and accompanying training to ensure you're prepared for your business success. This slide illustrates the many awards won by our corporate and franchisee stores. Awards that they worked hard to achieve, but had fun achieving them and sharing the news. Sometimes success is not just a measure of financial returns, but a measure of service and quality. Recognition of those values will bring financial success and pride. We can help you achieve the same levels of success. Let's talk about the benefits of franchise ownership. I think we'd all agree that one of the key components of success of any operation is cost control. Supply cost control is based on volume. The greater the volume purchased, the better the pricing. Franchise systems allow for high volume negotiations with supply chain participants. Shuckin Shack Franchise Management does the negotiation of national contracts for you. In fact, they've negotiated a supply agreement with U.S. Foods and are in the process of initiating a branded oyster supply. Shrimp are single sourced from the Gulf and providing not only the price advantage of high volume single sourcing, but also the flavor and quality advantage of domestic shrimp. This is a significant point of difference. With regard to franchise selection, our management takes great care in the initial process of franchisee selection. Great care is necessary to ensure the success of the brand, and that sets you up for success as well. The franchisee selection process begins with an introduction to interested parties. You all learn of opportunities in many ways, and we're alerted of your interest and follow up with an introductory email. That email invites you to qualify yourself at Bowfly, and we follow up with a call to answer any questions and offer more information. With regard to the franchise disclosure document, we're anxious to get that to you early in the process to ensure you have a good knowledge base concerning our business. The FDD provides a complete outline of franchise details, and it will provide you a clear understanding of the details, and a good understanding will assist you with your next steps and provide a foundation for success. The FDD document contains operational procedures and some key metrics, including a line-by-line introduction of costs to get started, average revenue expectations, cost of goods, as well as additional financial measurements leading to the percent EBITDA. The 2016 numbers are in, and a revised item 19 has just been released. It indicates an annual revenue is up an average of $1.127 million per unit. Cost of goods sold at 62.6% is down, resulting in an uptick in profitability. So things are looking up in the Shuckin Shack financial world. The success realized by each of our franchisees is a result of a robust vetting process. An application is required to validate your qualification, and that validates your financial and practical qualifications. If this is not for you, it's best for us to realize that, both of us to realize that early in the process. If you are interested in pursuing this opportunity further, we'll need that application, so we encourage you to do that as soon as possible. The Shuckin Shack Franchise Company goes the extra mile to assist you in your journey. We have partnered with Bowfly to provide you with simple yet extensive finance options and with trademark properties to help you find a site. And before we move on, it's important to point out, most franchise companies places the responsibility on the franchisee to select options for their approval. In many cases, the franchisee has limited information on the requirements of a good site. We've set up a process with our partner Trademark Properties that knows our needs, and it will steer you to the site that holds the most promise. We won't stop until we have. We also have the backing of the United States Small Business Administration and a unique royalty program. Please be assured that you're seeing here is unique in the industry and geared towards your success. Bowfly is an online marketplace for small business loans. They're uniquely positioned to assist with our franchise finance needs. They have access to greater than 5,000 lenders, and with one single loan request, you will access all of those lenders. We have a preferred lender agreement with Bowfly. Shuckin Shack is registered as a preferred business for traditional and non-traditional Small Business Administration lenders. Our FDD has been reviewed and approved by the Small Business Administration, and Small Business Administration pre-approval of our franchise will help you with your loan application. I hinted at this feature earlier. The 3-4-5 royalty schedule puts money back in your pockets in the first 2 years. We were the first to develop the system because we know what it's like to open a business and be concerned about money. This program has proved to pay for the franchisee fee in the first 2 years. You have a site in mind, we can assist with lease development and let you know what to expect. Site acceptability, how well does it fit the Shuckin Shack model? Identify issues and recommend fixes, and assist with design and lease review. No site in mind? No problem. We can help. Through our partnership with Trademark Properties, we have a partner with a national presence. They match restaurants with available spaces. They work for you. They do not represent landlords. Earlier I indicated this is a major point of difference when comparing Shuckin Shack to other franchise companies. This is one, if not the most important decision concerning your business that you can make. We're going to work with you until we are sure the decision you make is the best one. Let's talk about site design. Shuckin Shacks are typically 1,600 to 2,800 square feet. They're virtually any shape and can be located almost anywhere. Historic buildings or buildings that have some local significance or history are preferred, and the center of town demographic is also a preference. You can work with our preferred architects, general contractors, and equipment vendors. They know what works. You can use prototype drawings and our extensive knowledge to develop the most efficient layout that fits the space. Matt and Jonathan have extensive experience building Shuckin Shack locations. They have been very involved in each of the corporate stores and have helped with most of the franchise locations. It's important to take a minute and talk about tenant improvement allowances. They are designed to allow for improvements for a building that may benefit the landlord should the lessee leave the location. Renovations such as the installation of sinks and drains, etc., qualify under the tenant improvement allowance. Tenant improvement dollars offsets the total build-out cost during design and construction phase, and it can be significant. With regard to timing from FDD to opening, timing is generally 24 to 72. This is some photos of some of the Shuckin Shacks. The top left-hand corner is our original Shuckin Shack, Carolina Beach, North Carolina. And then 2 down below that is our Wilmington location. The center top picture is a picture of the inside of the Wilmington location. A lot of people having a great time. The rest of the pictures show us some of the other franchisee locations, kind of give you a feel for the look of the Shuckin Shack Oyster Bar. And the 2 center pictures are menu items. The bottom one being our lobster roll sandwich. Very high good comments coming from our friends from the Northeast when they come down in terms of the cost being very good on that sandwich and also the quality being exceptional. Every month we host a Discovery Day event. It's a day-long event at our corporate location in Carolina Beach. You have the opportunity to meet the staff, Visit the corporate restaurant in Wilmington and experience the menu items. We review the franchise benefits and finish up with a Q&A session. It's a fun day where we hope to provide an opportunity for you to get comfortable with us and for us to get to know you better. At this point in the process, you're in the position to accept the FDD and purchase your franchise. Your application has been approved. We've provided information on how the franchise agreement works, the benefits of our franchise, and the hopes that at this point in time you have received answers to all your questions. We also hope we have earned your trust and you are prepared to move forward. It is ultimately your decision. If you decided to move forward, it's our goal to move you into a revenue generating position as soon as possible. Our Shuckin Shack franchise team support jumps into high gear with site selection, construction plans, training, marketing, and start. Let's talk about our university, affectionately called Shuck U. Phase 1 is the Shuckin Shack brand crash course. It's conducted at our corporate location, 2 to 3 day review of branding and marketing procedures, and it's completed generally within 60 days of signing the FDD. Phase 2 is conducted in a webinar format. It's an introductory training in marketing operations, employee training, and site construction. Now, obviously, at that point in time, it gives us an opportunity to talk about how things are coming along with your preparations. Phase 3 is a Shuck U training event at our corporate location. It's 2 weeks long. It involves a franchisee and 1 or 2 people of their choice that they would bring down, and they would actually work in our store in the food preparation area, in the customer service area, and start to learn how Shuckin Shacks operate. Phase 4 is the franchisee site training. By that time you have your building in good shape, you've hired your employees, and we're going to come down and train them, and we're going to be there for your soft opening. Finally, Shuck U Phase 5 is the ongoing support. We're going to be there for your grand opening, and we're going to be there to help you as you get started to ensure that you're realizing the revenue benefits of owning a Shuckin Shack and help you to get to the position you need to be. There's some pictures of our training events. As you can see, the franchisees, our employees are all together in different locations, and our trainers are there, and they're all very involved in understanding how to run a Shuckin Shack. Status update: we've got 10 restaurants in operation in 4 states. That includes 2 corporate locations. It says here we have 4 locations under construction, but we actually have 5, and we have 26 locations in the planning stage. We're located in the states that are marked in the blue, and the other states with the red dots are locations that we'd like to move into. Regions have been sold to multi-site purchasers. We have that opportunity. You have that opportunity to buy more than one site, and we'll give you a region to go with it. And we can still provide region coverage to multi-site purchasers. Our expansion interests are along the I-95 corridor from North Carolina to Maryland, in Georgia, and Florida Panhandle, West Virginia, and also, although not shown there, Alabama. So in review, Shuckin Shack franchisees enjoy relatively low initial costs, a simple menu, and a manageable size. Assistance with site selection and planning, as well as sourcing of finance options. They also benefit from hands-on support and training throughout the process, and the 3-4-5 royalty program to help get them started. I hope this review has left you with a sense that we have a lot to offer, and that our #1 priority is to provide you with a clear understanding of the business, a best practice approach at setting up for your success, and finally a sense of trust in our team and our company. Thank you. Thanks for looking at our restaurant franchise opportunity. If you looked at others, I'm sure you recognize the benefits of our program. We know you're busy and your time has value, and we appreciate the investment in time that you've made at looking at our business. If you have any questions at all, please contact me via email at mariop@theshuckinshack.com or call me at 910-200-3438. Thank you.